and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Illinois' offense will get the first possession of the game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in, because this passing attack.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
Yeah, and sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part.
Wide open on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Valentine. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hands it off. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give out of the gun. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Trying to barge in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Trying to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Back to pass. It's Newton. Rushes on him. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. A long way to go for this offense. Power football with the run. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Caught near the sideline. It's Ives.
I'll tell you what, really good job by the defense, having vision on the quarterback. And as soon as he threw that football, man, they broke on the football right away, didn't waste time, and got the running back on the ground for no gain.
On 3rd down, going up top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Huskers will hustle to the line. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Now he's going to break the pocket. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses, wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem it. Touchdown, Illini! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunter. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one after their own 37. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost a throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Hunter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. The offense changing the play. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Hunter. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
When you play zone coverage, and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll give it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Bonner. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Grab behind the line. It's Bonner. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Good timing on the quick out. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll test the right side. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to throw on third. Caught in the backfield. It's on. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Illinois.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Great place to start for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield very late in the half. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Huskers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now the offense has it 1st and 10 from its own 11. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Knowles. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Snag in the middle. It's Bonner. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Raiola. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
First half in the books. Time down to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, back to the sea of red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here up the first drive and second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Running it to the right. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Knowles. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. He's going up top. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. Off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got him this time. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, going to the air. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Huskers in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Quickly complete. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Gonna swing it on second down. This time it's complete. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw it. Got a man inside. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So
lets it fly deep downfield. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Newton. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
that is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Leaves it with the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Husker! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick. And
spins away from 1. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Keeps it on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Looking to throw, it's Newton. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
He's got it. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Cornhuskers are rolling down the field. They'll run it in the red zone. It's I. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Dances away to buy time. Caught behind the line. It's I. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Pocket breaking down. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Caught in the backfield. It's I. Touchdown, Nebraska! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away see, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia Southern has just had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 21 to Boise State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Pressure coming. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Grabbed over the middle. It's I. Touchdown, Cornhusker. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Dropping back, it's Newton. Rushes on him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
That's caught. It's Sanders. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Moving away from pressure. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Looking to pass. It's Rayola. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The Fighting Alliance. First down. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. He's going up top here late in the game. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Bringing the heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On 4th down, looking to pass. And they got it. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So